welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing everyday makeup look, like what's my everyday routine makeup look. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with the makeup. I've already done my moisturizing. So I've always do my moisturizing beforehand, like when I get up, wash your face, moisturize it, do your other bits and bobs, so the moisturizer is soaked in your skin properly. And I'm gonna put the primer on now, and I'm using the primer Smashbox Photo Finish. For dry skin people who struggle with dry skin, it's one of the best one. I would recommend you to use it, and I've been using this for 2 years and I am in love with this one. So it's really good. I like this texture. It gives that moisture which I need for my skin. So some primer when you put on, then after a little while it just kind of gets really bad, but this one gives me right kind of moisture in my skin, and you just need a little bit. Now some people, they put a lot of primer on their face. It's not good. Just one little drop, that's it, goes the long way. So I'm gonna use my foundation now. The foundation I'm using today is Makeup Forever HD foundation. I love this foundation. Again, it's really good for dry skin. That's what I think. It might not be good for other people. Everybody has different kind of dry skin, but I love it. And I always use 2 different shades. So one is a bit more darker than my skin and one is lighter than my skin. So I kind of mix it and match. So I'm gonna take one dot of this, mix it up with the lighter shade. Because it's everyday makeup, so I don't like to put too much, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna dot it up first, wherever I want it. And I'm just gonna take a foundation brush and blend it in. I'm not gonna put too much because at the moment I don't have much to cover. On few places I do have dots and stuff. Obviously I will cover that bit, because when we talk about everyday makeup, you don't want to go too much. You just want to keep it as casual as you can, that your skin can breathe. You're not like having too much where like it's everyday but it looks like you're going out. And obviously if you are going out, you can always build up. That's how it works. So what I do is I always do that, and then I just blend it with the beauty blender so it just looks natural. So after doing this part, I leave my foundation to set in for a little while, and I go with my concealer and correctors to correct my eye area. Because if you have like more areas to clean, like some people have around their face, just to clean or to correct and stuff, then they can do this before. But what I do is I like to put a foundation 1 layer before, so it's kind of blend in my skin, if that makes sense. But everybody have their own ways. You can do whatever is easier for you, but for me this is easier for me, so that's what I do. And then I go and do my eyes. At the moment eyes are better, sleeping well. So normally I have really bad black eyes. I don't know why. If you guys have any suggestion for that, please let me know to fix this. So here we go. I always blend it with my fingers because I think it gives me like nice finishing touch. And afterwards, rather than using a foundation on top of it, I go with my Pro Longwear concealer. It's from MAC, but this concealer shade is exactly the shade I would use for my skin, if that makes sense, because I don't want to use something lighter on top of it. And I'm just gonna take a dot and put on the areas I just correct. And there we go. Like I said before, it's our everyday makeup. You want to keep it as normal looking. You don't want to go over the top where people can see layers and layers of foundations on your face. So whatever I have left on my finger, I'm just gonna dab it down. So now I'm gonna finish up with my foundation on my forehead. I always use less on my forehead because I think that's the area we don't really need much coverage. And the rest I'm just gonna dab it down. build up, because the one layer before I put on has gone like soaked in my skin so well, so it's not looking that, and whatever rest I have, I'm just gonna bring it down, because if you see, my face is very lighter than my actual body. My body is very yellowy tone, so if you see, my neck and my face kind of go together now. I think most of the people we have this, that are if you have to even match a color of your foundation, I would recommend you to see if it goes with your face, does it goes with your neck and your hand, because you don't want to have something like your face is different and the rest of your body looks like something else, so people can just see that. So after dapping, why I'm dapping too much, you're like, oh, she's just dab dab dab, because I have very dry skin, I like to just dab it in my skin so I don't have like flakiness going around. And now I'm gonna set everything with the powder. So I'm just taking this powder and I'm just gonna put on my eyes, and this is Laura Mercier, I think that's the powder called. I'm just gonna put around my eyes. I don't put too much powder, obviously I have a dry skin, so I can't even do the baking and all, like some people they love doing baking. This is always around my eyes because it doesn't crease up, and I do have that problem as well. Sometimes my makeup creases up and it's so annoying, I'm telling you, it is worst thing ever. Now I'm taking the Smashbox powder, and this one is light, but it's kind of yellow tone, so it is a tone which I would use for my skin, if that makes sense. So this is really good for like dry skin, that's what I think, because if I put this one, it never dries me out that much. All the other ones, they do dry me out, but I always use a little bit of the powder. I don't like using too much. So here we go, I'm nearly finished. So normally it takes me like 20 minutes to do my makeup. That's not a lot of time if I, you don't want to spend too much time on everyday makeup. So after I've done that, so I'm just gonna take this bronzer of, I don't know, I got this for like Superdrugs long time ago. So I like the shade, it's really nice. If you get something similar like this one, I'll like just go for it. And I'm just gonna put a little bit over here. So it's not too much, just a little bit, because I'm gonna put a few other ones. Again, I got this one as well from Superdrug, and I don't remember what's the name, but I like the, I think it might be from River London or something. But I like the, if you see, the color is really nice. It's not very pinky, but it's like perfect for every day. So I'm just gonna put that on top of it. And you can always like build up, and this one doesn't go that much on your skin, so I always like these kind of product which doesn't show up too much, so you can always build up like as much you like. That's always a good thing. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of bronzer on my forehead. Bronzer, and here we go, just a little bit. Maybe a little bit on my nose as well. I want their nose to look nice, right? So after that, a little bit of pink blusher, and this one is from LA Girl. Just a tiny bit. Here we go. There we go. So now for my eyes, like what I like to do is the same browser thing. I'm just gonna put on my eyelid over here, just to give that little contour. I'm not putting any kind of primer or anything, because I don't think we need it, because it's just gonna be little kind of powder really. So the same blusher I used, and I'm gonna put the same one on my eyelid as well. So there you go. Gives that nice pinky look on your eyes. Looks like you've done eye makeup, but actually you haven't really. So after that, we're gonna go to my eyebrows, and I got that I think on Amazon, and they don't have any name on it, kind of. So, but it always works. For every day, I use this one. So it's not like any kind of proper brand which I would say recommend to do it. I'm just gonna take a small mirror and I'm just gonna fill in. As you can see, I don't need much, but still I like to fill it in a little bit. Okay, let me just take my proper one. I don't know why I took that one. So this is the one I normally use. Much more helpful. Just fill in gently. There you go. It makes a big difference. I know I've not done much, but it does make a big difference. And I'm just gonna put this Maybelline brow gel thing just to set everything in place. I don't really like this brush. I don't know if you guys like it. It's just like so big. You know what I mean, okay? Big. But yeah, it's just hard to work with it. God, I got a little bit on my thing. Just gonna take it off. So I've done that. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes a little bit. And the mascara I'm using is the Clinique one, and I love this one. And normally I got this always when I buy my moisturizer from them. They give me as a gift. I love this gift though. It's really nice. I think you guys need to try it. Trust me, hands down, one of the best mascara I ever came across. Because I don't like when you have like those chunky ones where you can see there's so much product on your eyes. This is like perfect. And for every day I don't put too much. But like I said, if you are one of those people who likes to build up, go ahead, put more foundation, put more concealer. That's all about. So then I just take my lipstick and then we're done. Okay, the lipstick I've used, a lot of people know about it. It's the Maybelline one, liquid matte thing. I like it. I only like this color. They didn't even have much shades, which is a shame, but I love this color. It is nice. And there you go.
When it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. But you only need the light.